Good. I gotta freaking step it up. Okay guys, so sorry it's been a little late getting back to you, but I want to do a quick little recap of Dale Hollow. First time I've ever been there. It's a beautiful lake. Obviously the home of the world record smallmouth, so I was really excited to get up there. Unfortunately, somebody's got to finish one out of the money, and that time it was me. You know, I really thought going into it that the fish were gonna, big push of fish were gonna be swimming up there, spawning, getting shallow, and they did. But you know, the overall Wheeler, you know, dominated the tournament. Fishing offshore, doing the little minnow thing, and congratulations to him. It's amazing to me how many more fish live off the bank than near the bank, especially during the spring. But anyway, I took the two-prong approach, right? Big time, wacky worm time of year, and that's pretty much what I did. I covered a lot of water, throwing in laydowns, brush, whatever. And the first day it worked out really well. We didn't have a lot of wind. And I was able to, I had generated a lot of bites, and I think I was just inside the cut, but this here is what I was throwing. It's, first of all, the Trokar Finess size 1 hook. So it's got a little weed guard on there, and that Pro V bend is the deal. Like, you don't lose them. Once they're hooked, you don't lose them. That Pro V bend right there hooks them and pins them. This is a Prizm Gill color Jackall Neco Flick worm. This is green pumpkin. This is Prizm Gill. I rotated depending on if there's sun or not. And then I put a little Nail'em, EcoPro Nail'em nail weight right in the head there. And that just helped me to, you know, get it down in that water column around bushes and then laydowns and things like that, and generate a lot of bites. 8-pound shooter, Sunline shooter, to a 12-pound Overwatch new braid leader. And here's the cool thing. This here is the Daiwa Tatula Elite Spinning Reel, 3,000 in size. Really, really nice reel. Came out at the Bassmasters Classic. It's just super light, durable, tough, extremely nice drag. So first tournament I fished with it, very, very impressed. And then I just utilized the 7'4" versatile Cody Meyer spinning rod, AGS. I mean, no complaints about that. So then, you know, if I seen one on a bed or whatever, I'd do the traditional sight fish deal. But the last day, my second round, the sight fish, the lake came up, we had a bunch of rain, sight fish, I couldn't find them, and they were real skittish even if I did find them. And about midway through the second period, I said, I gotta catch fish. So being the lake came up, I went to the backs of these creeks and flipped buckbrush, willow trees, and you know, here's my setup. So Zillion, 7'6", heavy action rod, came out the Classic, really super impressed with these series of rods. Zillion, Daiwa Zillion rods, a Daiwa Tatula Elite flip pitch reel, and 22-pound shooter, which, you know, dragging some of these fish out and over limbs and branches and stuff, it was really cool and didn't have a problem with that. Now, here's the deal right here. So this here is old school, I call it old school, it's a 3.5-inch zipper grub, and I take scissors and I cut the tail, and it kind of looks like a little crawfish, maybe a little bluegill. Aaron's Magic, red flake. I mean, it's just, anytime you got a clear water situation, that one right there gets bites. And then I had it rigged on a 3/8 ounce EcoPro tungsten flipping weight with a Eagle Claw bobber stop. And here's one little quick tip I want to share with you. So I was doing the TK130 flipping hook, straight shank flipping hook. So right out of the pack, the hook is fine, ready to go. It's just, you know, it's super sharp and all that. But what I like to do is, you can see how it's in line. I like to just give it a little twist. And what that does is it puts that point of that hook offset just a hair from the shank of the hook, and you're gonna hook and land a lot more fish just because of that. So that's a little tip right there. But overall, you know, like I said, I ended up one fish short. But looking forward to the next one. Another quick little tip that I learned, and I'm sure, you know, the older I get, the more it takes me to catch on. But these guys using the forward-facing technology, I've heard about, you know, they're adding these powders and scents and stuff so they can see their bait. Well, in practice, I was actually looking for some offshore brush and things like that, throwing a power shot or a regular drop shot or even my Neco Flick in there. And again, I was just fishing maybe 8 to 12 feet. And with the pollen that was on the water and throughout the water column, and the water was a little bit dingier anyway, I was having a hard time finding my bait. Well, I put on this, which I use when flipping and stuff, Pautzke Bluegill Fire Gel. And when I did that, when I added that to my baits, I could see my bait a lot clearer and crisper than without it. So not only does it add scent to help you get more bites, if you are utilizing your forward-facing technology, adding Pautzke or scents like that is going to help you follow your bait and track where your bait's at a lot better. Like sometimes I'd be, you know, 2 or 3, 4 foot off a brush pile where I was guessing before. Now I know that I'm right on it. So that's another quick tip. But I'm going to get rigged up. Me and my son got a tournament this weekend, and then it's off to Eufaula, Oklahoma, where I've never been before. So looking forward to that. Get the wheels back on track and finish inside that cut. And for sure, my goal is to make a top 10 and talk to you guys on live. So wish me luck. See you guys soon.